What is going on, YouTube? It's the boy Reboy on Twitch, and we are back with a brand new top 5 weapon loadouts to use. The season 1.5 reloaded update just dropped an hour before I started recording this video, and it changed up the meta. Not really, only kinda. It kind of changed like the slightly below meta. For some reason, they didn't nerf the guns that have been the best gun in the game for like a month straight. I don't know why. Either way, we've got the best guns for you to be rocking again in that season 1.5 reloaded update after the recent weapon balancing. Let's get right into it. I got a list of top 5 guns with 2 honorable mentions, maybe 3 honorable mentions. Let's start off with number 1, the most consistent overall best close range gun, still reigning champion for the past month straight, the WSP Swarm. The WSP Swarm. So now there's 2 different ways you can build this gun, actually like 3 different ways you can build this gun, but the main general meta best build you're rocking on this thing is the L4R flash hider muzzle, the WSP Reckless 90 long barrel, the either 100 or 50 round mag. I personally play in quads and trios too, with like the 100 round mag. The just not reloading is huge, and it doesn't really negatively affect the movement too much. If you're playing more solos, duos, 50 is definitely good enough for that. And then I personally like a sight on my SMG now. I don't know what's changed recently, but I feel like it's more consistent. I'm more consistently good with a sight on my close range gun. Something about the iron sights just doesn't feel right to me in this game. That's just not just the Swarm, that's across all guns. So the slate reflector is my go-to sight. Some people do run this Cronin Inlast with a built-in laser for some extra stability and aim down sight speed. I don't really like the guarantee, like the always visible laser. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. And then I know a good chunk of people on this Swarm are rocking the nipple sight, the NIDAR model 2023. I personally don't. It's not bad. It's not bad. If I pick this up, I'm not really going to complain, but I personally don't like that compared to just the slate reflector. But some sight is what I'm rocking on mine. And then this is the big 50-50 between what I'm seeing on a lot of people. I personally rock the WSP factory stock for the extra movement speed. I have good movement, and this helps break ankles, especially when solo quadding and when movement is super necessary. So I'm rocking this one. A lot of people are rocking the Fortress heavy stock, which again makes this gun more of a laser beam, but it does take away from some of your movement. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but if you like that, I am not gonna say that's necessarily a bad build. And then you can also, again, you could take off the sight for, say, like the VLK laser or a hand stop to make you move again a little bit faster, or even a rear grip would not be a bad choice for some extra recoil control. If you want to take off the sight and you don't feel like you need it, those are also options for you. That is the number 1 best close range gun build right there, the WSP Swarm. Then we've got number 1 best long range gun for, again, 1 month straight. It survived 2 different nerfs and is still the best gun in the game, long range. Woo, MTZ Interceptor. Yeah, 4 shots to kill, baby. Skill gap, really good. Please nerf this gun, bro. The best build on this, again, there's only really, one change you can make. The VT7 Spitfire suppressor, guaranteed. The MTZ Blackthorn barrel, guaranteed. 20 round mag, guaranteed. The MCW Blackjack stock, 100% would rock this. Now, some people, I do not recommend this. This is not good. Some people take off the stock and run ammunition. No ammunition in this game at the moment on anything except for a sniper or a shotgun. On any normal gun, ammunition is not worth it over another attachment. They do give you some benefits, but with some cons, it's not worth it to run that over rocking an attachment that just straight up has benefits and no cons. So I'm rocking the MCW Blackjack, and then you can pick and choose a sight. Recently, I put on this SZ Holotherm because I am just sick and tired of smokes. So it is really nice being able to shoot people through smokes. But if you want to just be normal, most people are rocking just the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5x sight. That is the number 1 best long range gun for 1 straight month. Really good, really hard to use, bro. Skill gap, MTZ Interceptor. We love it, we hate it. On to the next gun. We've got the best low skill gun is what I'm going to call this. I'm finally dropping it. I'm finally dropping the build that I've been keeping a secret off Twitch for about a month straight now. The Lockwood 680 shotgun. This is, again, a very easy to use, low skill, close range gun. The Lockwood 680. If you do have a really good movement, for anybody who's been watching me on Twitch over the last month, I have been absolutely dismantling squads using this shotgun. You do have nice movement. You can do some crazy things in some 1v3s, 1v4 situations. Shoot, slide, shoot, slide, shoot, slide. That's one thing that an SMG you can't really do. With an SMG, you have to shoot at a guy and keep shooting until you down him. You have to be standing still, basically. giving him the chance to shoot back and almost guaranteed to break your armor, which means you're gonna have to re-armor up to re-engage another guy. This, what makes this shotgun really nice is you can just constantly break ankles while shooting at people. You can shoot, break his armor, slide, he hits maybe one bullet, shoot again, he's down, maybe hit another bullet, you put in one plate, you're ready to engage with his teammate. It allows you to just keep the pace up, win 1v4 people. So if you're not really, you know, a demon, you're not running around trying to 1v3, 1v4, you don't need that. This is still very reliable, close range, nice, consistent. Again, I say low skill, easy to use gun. You just put them somewhere near the center of your screen and you're able to kill them very easily. I will say I play on auto tack. That makes this very, very hard to use. There's a lot of moments when I die or am almost dead because of auto tack sprint. That wouldn't happen if I didn't take it, but it's just not worth it to turn auto tack sprint off and lose out on those movement benefits to be able to do that. So you just have to get used to that. There's a learning curve if you want to master this gun. Anyways, the build we're rocking, the Bryson improved choke, the Lockwood Defender heavy barrel, the Matuzak X-ray skeletonized guard, the sawed-off mod stock, and what I consider to be one of the most important attachments is the express light bolt. Being able to shoot as fast as possible makes a huge difference with this gun. I would not rock any other build. I think all these attachments are set, locked in stone. I would not swap anything on this shotgun. I think this is the best perfect build. Shout out to Bobby Puff Gaming for giving it to me like a month ago. I said I'll try it out once and I've been using it ever since. Now on to the #1 best no recoil laser beam for your long range gun. The SVA 545 actually just got a buff in this recent update. This was already what I thought is the best long range assault rifle. I think this is better than the Ram. The trick with this thing, what you want to do is as soon as you pick it up, look in the bottom right, you click whatever button that is under the gun, a little icon there, switch it to semi-auto. What that does is you can fire this thing completely recoil free as fast as you want. If you are getting a recoil while this thing's on single fire, you are doing that to yourself. This gun does not move at all, not even touching the thumbstick. This thing does not move. It is a straight laser beam on semi. You just have to tap it, shoots a 2-round burst. Way better than if you're using it in full auto, as you can see. The build for this thing is, again, cookie cutter standard build that we use for most of our guns. The VT7 spit fire suppressor, the STV precision barrel, 60-round mag, the Choreo Eagle's Eye 2.5x sight, and the main V6 stock. Now that's pretty standard build. I wouldn't really swap anything out on that, except, you know, if you want to try a different sight, you can do that. If you got a sight that you like better, you know, VOK or whatever it is that you like. That's a pretty standard build that I would not deviate too far from on this. Again, no recoil laser beam, best AR. And then we've got the best overall, you know, best in most situations gun. I'm giving that to the Bass B. The Bass B can be used as an SMG. It can be used as your long range gun. It can be paired with a sniper. We got 3 different builds I'm going to show you with this Bass B. It's a very reliable, you know, kind of all around gun. Think of like the M4 back in Verdansk, where it's just good at multiple different ranges. That's what I would say about this Bass B. I'm gonna start off with the SMG build. I pair this. This is actually what I unironically rock when I run the Interceptor. This Bass B SMG, since I don't like running guns that use 2 of the same type of ammo. This uses AR as my close range. The Interceptor uses sniper as a long range. The SMG build that we are rocking, which we have some crazy, insane clips with, we are rocking the short 8-inch Bruin barrel, the XRK Edge hand stop, the 45-round mag, the Slay reflector or whatever sight, close range sight you want to rock, and the no stock stocks. What that does is that's going to add a lot of recoil. Again, this is your SMG at this point on this class. So you want to be using this like you would use an SMG. It's got some recoil on it, it's got some bounce, but it's fast. Your movement is fast with this like a sub, and it will drop them. It will drop them very quickly. So this is nice. I do like this gun. It is very reliable. I have hit some nasty clips with it, but I'm sick and tired and bored of using the Interceptor, so I don't really run it too much anymore, but that's more so the Interceptor's fault. And this is the best Bass B SMG build. We've got the long range build, pretty standard cookie cutter copy paste build. We've got the VT7 hit fire suppressor, Bruin Venom long range barrel, 45-round magazine, Choreo Eagle's Eye 2.5x sight, and the Ravage 20 heavy stock. This thing does kind of remind me of the AMAX. Got a little bit. I haven't warmed up, so pardon my shots. This is me just getting on. Kind of remind me of an AMAX. Got a little bit of recoil to it, but hits hard. It's hard. So if you can control that recoil, this thing can drop people. I would definitely rock this over the MTZ 762 that I've seen some people running since that just got nerfed. That thing is not the vibes anymore. And then we've also got the Sniper Sport build that I do run around a lot with when I'm running with a sniper. That is the same as the long range build, really. 45 round stock, 45 round mag, Ravage 20 heavy stock, Ruin Venom long range barrel. But then the difference is we're rocking a sonic suppressor to give a little bit extra, to not have that minus aim down sight speed, to make it a little bit better closer range. Again, when paired with the sniper, you need a closer range gun, and then a red dot sight with the built-in laser that I don't use too often. Is like the only real gun I run it on pretty regularly. But again, that's to help with some slight aim down sight speed at close range. That's the best BAS-B sniper support build right there. Now we're gonna break it in. We're gonna go drop into some honorable mentions. First one I'm gonna throw to PKM. The PKM did just get nerfed. It is still, if you rock it with the conversion kit, it is still very good. I'm seeing a lot of streamers still run it. I personally would not run it anymore. But you are not fried out of your mind if you are. This is still an acceptable gun. So the best PKM build I would rock right now is the conversion kit. Necessary, you gotta have that. The Eagle's Eye 2.5x. You could vary with some sights on this thing since it's got that weird bug right now where it makes the zoom level look a little bit different on this compared to other guns. But I don't really hate the way it looks, so I'm all right with that. But you can try something else if you don't want. The Command D15 recoil reduction stock, the Bruin heavy support grip, and the Spitfire suppressor. I see a lot of people rocking the barrel. I did not like the way it feels. I don't think it's worth it running the barrel. It's noticeably bouncier and it doesn't really kill significantly fast. It can be worth that extra bounce, so I would go with the more recoil control. Again, less recoil, more of a laser beam for almost the same damage. We'll throw another honorable mention out to the sniper because there's really only one good sniper to use. None of the MW2 snipers are worth it. There's only one sniper that consistently feels good and one shot to the head, even though it was just nerfed the Cat AMR build. The standard build you're going to want to rock for this thing. XRK Nightfall suppressor, that just got nerfed. Zang 34 barrel, that just got nerfed. 50 cal spire point ammunition, that just got nerfed. The aim down sight speed laser just got nerfed. I already wasn't running that. I already didn't like that. I feel like it wasn't worth it. I'm rocking the precision stock pad for the extra aiming idle sway stability, and the tyrannical LX9 grip for some more aiming idle sway stability. I don't really think the flinch resistance as a con is that big of a deal because there's no difference between my gun flinching 5 feet above their head and 20 feet above their head. No matter what, when I'm flinching, I'm missing the shot, so it doesn't really matter. That's why I think flinch resistance as a con, even though it's extreme, is super acceptable for some extreme extra aiming idle sway. That's what helps me hit those picture perfect headshots and be a demon with a sniper sometimes. We'll throw another honorable mention shout out to the Ram AR. I personally don't like the Ram. I don't like the way it feels. I'm not a fan of it at all. I think it's too weak. I think it's just never a gun I've been a fan of. The recoil isn't a problem, but the problem is the gun just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it kills fast. It doesn't feel like it's worth it. So just a random shout out to that. If you like the Ram, that's acceptable. I personally don't, so I myself will not be running that. Other than that, these are the best meta loadouts to use for season 1.5 reloaded, since the weapon balancing change that they just did was kind of lackluster in my opinion, and they didn't really change the meta as much as they shifted around the almost meta category, which doesn't really matter. Most people are still going to be running the same stuff that they've been using for the past month, unless they're like me, bored of it and just looking for something new to use. So this is a perfect video to give you some builds and guns to try if you want to try anything that you haven't been using recently. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more banging gameplays that we've got coming. I'm trying to work on getting a new daily editor so we can get daily videos of the absolute best of the best gameplay dropping all the time. We got a new nuke with every gun challenge coming very, very soon with FIFA Kill Bonk and Southern Moves. So make sure you guys are subbed and ready for that. Don't forget to like the video and comment any other builds you think that I forgot that you want people to try. And that, you guys have yourself, what does Jay got to say? Have a good day or something like that. You guys have yourselves a blessed one.